Hi everyone, this is Lorraine. Today I'm going to talk to you about foundation, specifically Chanel. We like Chanel, right? We do. And specifically, their matte Lumière and their Pro Lumière. The matte Lumière is a long-lasting soft makeup with SPF 15. And when you hear the word matte, you think flat. No shine, no shimmer, nothing. Just flat. And I believe what they're saying by soft matte is that it's going to make you not shiny, but it gives you a nice glow. We like having a glow because that's the nice thing you want to achieve with your skin. You want to have a healthy glow. So, matte Lumière, it's a matte with a glow. Okay, but not shiny, nice glow. The Pro Lumière is a professional finish makeup. So that sounds nice, right? Also has SPF 15. Now, kind of skin types you can have. You can be either normal, you can be oily, or you can be dry. You can also be combinations of any of those. You can also be acne prone and sensitive. I am acne prone, sensitive, and oily. Quite a combination. So, one of these foundations works for me, one does not. The good thing about both of them, though, because I'm acne prone and sensitive, things have a tendency to make my skin kind of itch and break out. The Chanel foundations do not make my skin itch and break out, so we like that. That's good. That's a plus. I cannot wear the Pro Lumière, and I'll tell you why. This foundation, I believe, is going to be best for someone that has naturally normal skin to dry skin, or just completely dry skin. If you are oily whatsoever, this isn't so good. If you have any kind of acne scarring, this is a horrible foundation for you. The way I apply foundation, I put on my lotion after I've washed my face. I apply my moisturizer, which is my Cetaphil because it's God's gift, you know. And I found in a magazine, this is pretty cool. I found in a magazine that you can now buy Cetaphil in the UK, and it's in a different thing. It says Supermodel Swear by Cetaphil Non-Irritating Cleanser, £6.65. Is that right? Which is now finally available in the UK. See, it's right there, and I really would love to have that because I like the packaging of that one. This is how it looks in the US, but in the UK, it looks like that. So, I apply this, and then I apply my foundation. I did not use a primer because, frankly, I've never found a primer that I thought was that great for my skin. Oops. They just don't seem to really do anything. They kind of just sit there on my skin. I don't feel like they make my makeup last any longer. I've never found one that I feel like makes my makeup last longer. I've never found one that I feel like kind of like closes the pores, and I've never found one that I thought was great. So why should I add another layer to my face? It just doesn't make sense. So I've tried Smashbox, I've tried YSL, I've tried a bunch. They just don't work for me. So I apply my moisturizer, and then I apply my makeup with my fingers, because all you have to do is apply it, and then you wash your hands. Make sure your hands are clean to begin with, but you just use your fingers. You don't have to clean a brush afterwards. You don't have to do anything. I've tried some brushes, I've tried sponges. Fingers, best tool if you're working on your own skin. Okay. So, that's how I do it. I can't wear the professional one, the Pro Lumière, because what happens when I wear the Pro Lumière is I put it on, and it feels like it's sinking into my skin, which is good if you're dry, because you want to sink in that moisture. That would be really good if you're dry. If you're oily, you don't want the oil to sink into your skin. It doesn't feel good. You feel greasy. I feel greasy when I put this on. If you have any kind of acne scarring, it seeps into that scarring and makes it 10 times more visible. I didn't even know I had these scars on my face until I put this foundation on. I'd rather go without foundation than even touching the Pro Lumière. I hate it. For my skin, I hate it. If you have no problems and you just want to kind of even out your skin, by all means, go for the Pro Lumière. I feel like also, I don't necessarily like to put on powder after I apply my foundation. I just like to put the foundation on, and that be it. This, I look so greasy, my immediate reaction is to go and put powder all over my face to like, kind of like, not look so greasy, not look like this grease ball that I hate. So, not good for me. Now, Matte Lumière works amazing on my skin. My skin's oily, so it balances out that oiliness, but still gives me a nice, healthy looking glow. We like that. We want to have that healthy glow. That's what everyone wants. It is a little thicker consistency. Let's put them side by side. The Pro Lumière reminds me of a tinted moisturizer, but with a little more coverage than a tinted moisturizer. A lot more coverage than a tinted moisturizer. Okay, so that's the Pro Lumière right there, and that is the Matte Lumière. The Pro Lumière, if you can see, is a lot more silky, and the Matte Lumière is a lot thicker. I feel like the Matte Lumière has kind of that built-in primer that I've been looking for. It has where it goes into the pores and it goes into anywhere that I have a problem, it seeps into that, and then it balances out my face. So it makes me look very even. We want to look even. We don't want to look like we have like little bumps. When I put this on, everything seeps in and those things become much more visible, and it's not attractive. It's just not attractive at all. And even with the Pro Lumière, I thought maybe that I just got the wrong shade. So I went back and got another shade, and I'm just very unhappy with it. I'm going to give it to my mother or something. Those are the consistencies of those. Now, there's not much that I can say badly about the Matte Lumière. It does everything I want it to do. If you have oily skin, I highly recommend this. If you want a primer, but you haven't found the right primer, I recommend this. And then that way, 2 steps in one, done. You don't have to do anything else. So, normal to dry, go for the Pro. Normal to oily, go for the matte. Just normal, you decide. What are you looking for? Are you looking for something that just kind of like smoothed out your skin? Pro Lumière. If you really don't have a problem, if you're just looking for an even complexion, Pro Lumière. If you have perfect skin, just go for the Pro Lumière. If you have any kind of problems, if you're oily in any way, go for the matte. If you're looking for a primer, go for the matte. Which is that simple. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment below. If not, I hope I helped. I love the Matte Lumière. Love it, love it, love it. Pro, I'll leave it to somebody else. I hope you found this helpful. Bye.